Reporter Lulama Matya speaks to us now live on the ANC's readiness for this gathering. A very good evening to you, Lulama. Thanks for joining us and a warm welcome to the late edition.
Good evening, Simpwe and SABC viewers.
Well, as the ANC heads into its fifth National General Council, what real appetite are you sensing on the ground, for genuine introspection, not just speeches, but the hard truths about integrity failures in the party?
I think, Simpwe, going to this fifth National General Council, the buzzword is renewal.
Yes.
The ANC, as its president has said, they want to renew themselves. They are going to this conference facing a number of challenges. One of those key challenges that the party is facing is the electoral decline. Hence, they are talking about renewal, reviving the party, going back to the roots, because they want to make this NGC, they want to come out from the NGC with a clear strategy of how they are going to win the upcoming local government elections. So that is what the delegates at this gathering I expected, as even the party's SG had indicated in the media briefing this afternoon, that they want to start at 10 o'clock. So I guess, Simpiwe, that is what South Africans would want to witness tomorrow, the starting time, because the ANC is known for not observing times, not sticking to times, always running late, and even when sometimes they are going for election campaigns. I remember the previous national elections, the president was here campaigning in the Western Cape. He was urging voters to wake up very early in the morning and go and vote. They must prioritize voting, and then later on they can see what to do with their lives. But the priority should be voting. But some were asking, you're not keeping time when you are inviting us to rallies, to marches, you're not sticking on starting on time. So how can you expect us to keep time when we go to voting stations? So this renewal that they are talking about, I think, Simpiwe, it should be evident with how they conduct themselves, starting from tomorrow until the last day of the NGC, as the SG of the party had said.
And speaking about the renewal, speaking about a multiplicity of issues, renewal, and as well as the upcoming local government elections, is this NGC really about resetting the party's moral compass, or is it about managing internal damage ahead of the local government elections next year?
That is both, Simpiwe. They need to manage their affairs going to local government elections, because they need to go to the next elections being united, as the SG had said earlier on, that they are coming to this NGC united. And we can say, Simpiwe, that they are united because even that plot that emerged to oust the president, Deputy President Paul Mashatile, when he was interacting with the media in Parliament this week, had clearly indicated that the ANC, the NGC, is not about leadership positions. It's about taking stock of what the party has done since the last elective conference and what it is going to do going forward to the next elective conference of the party. So it's those issues that they are going to do, putting that united front, displaying that united front, indicating that they are united and that there are no leadership issues that they are going to deal with. Of course, Mbalula, when he was briefing the media, did indicate that there are some of those who would want to do things differently from the party, who would want to stray away from what the party is doing, but the party wants to contain that and show a united and disciplined front. Simpiwe.
Now, in your assessment, Is this NGC of the ANC's, it's the party's last credible opportunity to restore public trust before the local government elections, or is that trust already beyond repair?
We're talking to people on the ground, Simphiwe, that trust is not beyond repair. That trust is going to be displayed, but that trust is going to be revived by how they conduct themselves this week until the last day of the NGC. That is what the people on the ground, even analysts, are saying, and looking into that strategy of going towards the local government election, of how they are going to elect or select their mayoral candidates. That is how South Africans, they are giving them another opportunity. Hence, people on the ground, even political analysts, some are saying that trust is not totally lost. It depends on the ANC this week, how it conducts itself, how it deliberates, how it does its business, so that it can again gain that trust from South Africans, from voters in general. Because going forward, indications are that coalitions are here to stay.
Yes.
Hence, some analysts are saying that it's going to be critical for the ANC to select mayoral candidates that are going to be attractive not only to voters but to other coalition partners, because it's going to be a challenge if they select or they nominate mayoral candidates that are not attractive to other coalition partners. Some coalition partners might not want to go into a coalition with, for a lack of a better word, tainted mayoral candidates.
All right.
So hence, the buzz on the ground is that that trust is not totally lost. It depends on.
All right, we seem to have lost Lulama, but yeah. The line is not the best, Lulama, but thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time. That was SABC News reporter Lulama Matya just giving us a preview of the ANC's National General Council, which will begin in earnest tomorrow, well, the whole week. And earlier on, we heard President Cyril Ramaphosa during the party's NGC gala dinner being quite upbeat about some of the gains that the party has made for the country, and saying that, moving forward, the party is headed to the right direction.